What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about how to stay productive from home, working from home with children. You know, if you are a parent, a carer, a single parent, how do you stay sane working from home? It's not easy. As much as people want to work from home, like everybody today want to work from home, which is okay. You know, it's great to be in control of your time, but it comes with challenges. One of the challenges that comes with working from home as a parent, as a carer, is that every single second you're facing your responsibility as a parent. It's not like you leave your house to go to an office to work. There you can be like, okay, right now I'm not a mom or I'm not a dad. Right now I'm me and I'm a worker, you know, and you can actually focus on your work. But when you're working from home, it's a different story, you know what I mean? Because your child will come like, mommy, I hurt myself. You've got to do something. Things are happening around the house and you feel more like a parent than a worker, and sometimes it could be overwhelming, it could be really frustrating, it can really affect your productivity and turn out to be something that makes you really miserable instead. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Tyrana and this is Tyrana TV, a place for entrepreneurship and self-development. We are all about taking control of our lives. We are all about taking control of our mindsets. So if that is something you're interested in achieving, make sure that you join us by hitting that subscribe button. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget the notification button as well, so you don't miss out on videos that we share every single week. Right, it's not easy. It's not easy to work from home, to have to educate your children and actually, you know, do the work that you've got to do for your business. There are certain things that I do to make it less stressful, less overwhelming, and increase my productivity, and I'm gonna share that with you guys now. The first thing that I think it's important to do as a parent working from home with your children around is that you need to be clear on what is your priority. I promise you, if you get your priority wrong, you're gonna mess everything up. I like to think that the reason why everybody works is for their family. So your family is your priority, and if you make your children your priority, you understand that I'm working around my children. I'm not putting my children around my work. You're putting your work around your children. That is a very important perspective to have before you get into working from home as a parent. The second thing to do is to create a flexible schedule. Now this can be you and your children together, like all your family together. Make them take part in that, because that will affect the way they will behave automatically. Children are amazing. As much as they can get on your nerves like crazy, they're so collaborative. Like the moment you start giving them responsibilities and, you know, involve them into what you're doing and, you know, explain things to them, you will be amazed how they will collaborate with you. And so it's important to actually involve them and tell them that, okay, how do you guys think we can organize our week? Monday, what are we doing? What are the key things that you guys want to do on Monday? And we can design our day around that. What time do you guys think that we could go and do that? Do you guys want to go to the park? Do you want to go to your friend? Do you want to watch a movie? Do you want to, I don't know what you guys do for fun in your family. If you ask your children what is the key thing for children that day and walk around that time, I think it's beneficial because it's a win-win. They get to be excited about that time or that thing that you guys gonna do, and at the same time it makes it less, you know, of a burden for them or less boring. I'm not sure if it makes it less boring. I'm not in a child mind, but I think that the key here is the fact that they look forward to that particular thing that you guys have planned for the day. So it's important to sit down with the kids and say to them that, hey guys, this is our day, this is what we're doing on Monday. I'm going to be working between this time and that time, and so you guys are going to do this when I'm doing that. What do you guys want to do when I'm doing this? Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should do a bit of your reading. Maybe you should I don't know what you guys do, like this is up to you guys, but I think that having this type of collaboration will make things less overwhelming for everybody, you know, because children want to be around their parent, and the moment they can observe you when you're working so much and you don't have their time, they feel like you value your work more than them. But when you explain to them that actually this is our plan, you know, they understand that, okay, this is what is following, this is what is coming, they know what is coming, and that knowledge changes everything. Right, one thing that I want to mention is that I know that with younger children, they don't understand. You can explain to them everything, but if they want their mommy, they want their mommy. If they want their daddy, they want their daddy. They don't want to know if you're working or not. So if you've got children like 2 years old, younger, or 3 years old, that is a different story. It's more about you knowing your child and what works for your child. So if you know that your child sleeps at certain time, maybe you can arrange your day that at that time you will be doing your work. If you have a child that can play on her own and be quiet for a certain time, then you can use that. If you know that your child likes proximity, she want to be next to you, maybe you can put her chair next to you and actually give her some, you know, pad or coloring books and pencil and things like that, and she can do her job. And you could say that, okay, we could, I don't know, we could play games of being quiet for 10 minutes or whatever. You just have to improvise. Unfortunately, with little ones it's harder. And so yeah, the third thing that you can do is to wake up early or to go to bed late. This gives you a couple of hours where there's no children around and you can actually focus on your work. I go to bed late as opposed to rising early in the morning, because you know that from one moment, oh, I know that they're gonna wake. If you make a noise, they're gonna wake. And so I'm just like, I don't want to go through the peekaboo of the morning time, you know, that I'm gonna like walk on my tiptoe because my children might wake up if I make a noise. So I don't want to do that. So I work late at night. I work for a couple of hours. If I'm tired, I shut the whole thing down and I go to sleep. But I find it very, very efficient, because at that time of the night I can really focus, and there's no mommy, this is my mommy, this mommy, that, and this. My third thing is to be clear on which space belongs to who. It's important that your child knows that here mommy is working and here is where I'm supposed to be playing. You know, everybody knows that at this time when mommy works, these are where you're standing. Everybody knows where they are supposed to be, because it's so stressful. It is a source of stress if children are running around you, screaming around you, and you are here trying to focus. I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it, we all can do it, but if you can lower that down, it will save you a lot of unnecessary stress. That's what I'm saying. It's very important. It's important for you, it's important for them, you know, to learn to respect boundaries and know that, okay, if mommy is working, this is where I'm supposed to be, and these are things that I'm supposed to do for this particular time. My step number 5 is to know that you will be stressed, you will be overwhelmed, and you need to prepare yourself already that if you feel like you're stressing and you're overwhelmed, what do you do? How do you deal with that? Because by knowing that it's going to come at one point, it makes it less challenging to deal with. The reason why I said to think about this in advance is because usually we are subject to those emotions. When you're overwhelmed and stressed, you start shouting at your child, you start shouting at everybody that is around you, and you don't even know that you're in that mood. And so it's important that you know that it will happen. I promise you, when you're working from home, because you're trying to juggle a lot of things, and your children are trying as well to have interactions with you, and so there will be something that will really get on your head because you're trying to find a file that you can't find. You have pressure here, you're trying to do that, and then they're here trying to get some attention. You're just like, oh. And so it is important that you know it will come, and when it comes, how are you going to deal with it? I personally, I like to like step out a bit, breathe in, breathe out, and say to myself that it's okay. It's okay to be stressed. It's okay to be overwhelmed. It makes me a human. But why am I stressed? What is it that is stressing me? Take that 5 minutes to think about what is going on. Why are you feeling stressed? What is annoying you? Don't try to ignore it. Don't try to pretend that you're in control of everything, because the more you want to do all those things, the more you are digging deeper, you know, digging deeper, and you're getting more stressed. And it's not good for your children, it's not good for you, it's not good for the atmosphere of the house, and it's not good for your productivity either. So it's important that you step back. If you feel like you're starting to be not yourself, it's better to step away, step back, and leave your job for now. It's okay, nobody's dying, it's fine. You can come back to it. Breathe in, breathe out, go for a walk, do something else, stop everything, and then go back to it where you feel a bit more centered. My step number 6 is to always try your best to look for the positive things in the whole situation. So if you have a lot to do, if you're having a heavy day on top of your children and things are not going the way you expected them to go, we all have those days, you know, we all have those days, and remaining calm and positive is a very powerful tool. At the end of the day, you might realize that you didn't do that much. Maybe you just did a little tiny thing out of the 10 things that you wanted to do. But it's important to remember that every single step is important. You might want to make 10 steps today, but you manage only to move half a step. Don't underestimate that. Be proud of yourself, and tomorrow is another day. It's another day to reset. When you start thinking like that, then you don't dwell on all those things that were supposed to happen that didn't happen, because you know that, okay, it's fine, I didn't do it today. Tomorrow I press reset, and tomorrow I try my best. My step number 7 is to remember to take a break. It's important that you take a break. You take time and be like, okay, now is my break time. I do not want to look at the computer or my phone or anything. I am recharging my batteries. It goes as well to talk about days. Some days you can be like, okay, today I am not doing anything, and nobody's gonna die, you know. It's fine. Today I am just chilling with my children. I am not doing anything at all. So it's important to have that flexibility of mind. When things become robotized, that's where the problem is. If you feel like, oh my god, I have to go, I have to go, I have to work, I have to, it's like, okay, hello, chill a bit. It's okay if you wake up and you feel like not doing anything today. Take that as an opportunity to pamper yourself. My step number 8 is to take care of yourself. This is where I think that I am guilty of this point. This is a point where I am actually working on right now, because I'm not sleeping enough. When I say I'm not sleeping enough, is that I'm meant to sleep 8 hours, isn't it? We meant to sleep 8 hours, but lately I've been sleeping like 6 hours, 5 hours, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. So I'm trying to adjust things so that I can get to have at least 7 hours of sleep. And so that's something that I'm working on now. But we all know it is important to take care of yourself, especially when you're working from home, juggling children and your career. That is tough. If you are not taking care of yourself, your sanity is in danger. And You are nothing if you're not you. You need to be you first before you can be anything to anybody. You can be a worker for the society, or a parent for your children, a friend for your friends, and a family member for your family. You need to be you first. You need to take care of you. You need to exist. You need to be in a good shape. You need to be in a happy place. So it is important to make sure you don't burn yourself out. It is important to sleep well, and I know it, and I'm going to get there. I promise you I will get there. So it's important to sleep well. It is important to eat well, to eat healthy, to meditate, to go for a walk, to sing. Even if you can't sing, sing. You're not singing to go to X Factor, you're singing for yourself. To dance, to do all those beautiful things that recharge you positively, that makes you feel good about yourself, about life, that makes you feel the stress, and that makes you center. It is important. It is priority, actually, because if you are not you, you can't be a mother to your child, you can't be a dad to your child, you can't be a worker to the company you're working for. If you're working for yourself, you can't, your job don't exist if you're not there. So you need to be in shape, and it's important to prioritize this step.